Good day everyone. So this is to wrap up our previous discussion before, which is setting up a table using of course our Visual Basic as our front end and SQL Server as our back end. So last time we have done with how we design our setup form together with the coding of add, edit, delete. Now, so what we're going to continue today is our save and cancel. I think cancel button is already done also. So what we're going to finalize today is the save button, where if you are going to click add button here, meaning you are going to add informations here. So whatever informations you're going to type on these text boxes, that will be considered as one record. So upon clicking save, it will automatically added to our table. So here is our table. No, the table is TBL users. So looking at our records, we have existing, or we have two existing records. Okay, so just upon or just after coding later save button, when you try to click add and you are going to type the information of that record here, it will automatically added to this table upon clicking save. So with regards to edit also, if you're going to click edit now by selecting record here on this list view, by just clicking edit, all informations on that record being selected here will be displayed here. I-extract natin, no? Ano man yung mga informations na andun sa table natin will be displayed here, ready for the end user to edit. Okay, whatever informations he or she wants to change. Then just after changing, upon clicking save, okay, again, since we are updating record, all informations you updated or changed here will be saved to your table, of course. Okay, so let me just show you the output we have last time. So user account, yan. So we have already here displayed here that content of the table, and we have already functionality of adding a record. No, so cancel is already done also. We have already functionality of editing record. Okay, so if you notice, just upon selecting record here, then you click edit, all informations will be displayed here, ready for you to change whatever information you want to change here. Okay, and then of course we have done with delete also. We can delete. So ang kulang na lang natin is to complete the setup is yung save talaga. Okay, nagsasave tayo kung mag-add tayo ng record, magsasave tayo kung mag-edit tayo ng record. Okay, so let's try to code now. Please take note that upon clicking add, we have a marking here which is the text of the form of this form where we are coding is add new record. Kung papansin niyo, ang magiging label ng form natin ay add new record kung mag-add tayo ng record or kung click natin yung add button. Same way, if you are going to click edit button, the text of the form is edit record. Okay, pakita ko ulit ha, kasi kailangan natin yan, kailangan natin yon in coding for the save. So pansinin nyo, ang text ng form natin is user account setup, but when you click add, immediately magiging add new record yung text ng form. This will be our basis in clicking save, para alam natin kung nag-add ba tayo ng record or kung nag-edit tayo ng record. So kapag click yung edit, okay, edit record ang magiging text ng form. So in coding save, we'll just make use of an if statement or if else, that if the text of this form is add new record, you are inserting. Pero kapag yung text ng form na to is edit record, you are just updating whatever record here. Okay, so yun lang yun. So proceed tayo sa coding, guys. Proceed tayo sa coding. So we're going to double click now, save. So I hope that you are done already with our previous activity so that you will be ready for this coding. So save button tayo. So meron tayong ano rito, no? Meron tayong existing code na rito. Wherein we can determine already if we are inserting record or we are just updating a record. Okay? So by just looking at the text of the form na sinet natin nung nag-click tayo ng add, nag-click tayo ng edit, yan na siya. Kung add new record daw, so whatever coding we have in inserting a record will be displayed here. Tapos kapag hindi add new record, ibig sabihin edit record yun, mag-update tayo ng record. Okay? So dito sa pag-add ng record, alamin natin kung ano yung mga trappings, ano ba yung mga dapat natin i-consider kung mag-add tayo ng record. Una, syempre yung password tsaka confirm mag-match. Dapat magkapareho yan. Hindi dapat tayo mag-save kung hindi magkapareho to. Another one, we should require all the fields if happens that all of these fields are required. So hindi tayo mag-save or mag-insert ng record kung hindi ma-fill upan yung mga to except yung middle name, because middle name may or may not be filled up. Okay, and then last trap or last thing to consider in inserting for a record is that username should not be duplicated. So kung ang username nung i-insert natin na record ay andun na dito sa table, example, meron ng Daniel, meron ng DJ, here comes the new record, tinype mo dito Daniel, okay, ibig sabihin duplicated na yon kasi existing na sa table natin. So those are the three things we need to consider in inserting for a record in a user account. No duplication of records, okay, password match, at the same time all the needed fields will be filled up. Kung isa sa mga yon ang hindi magawa, of course we cannot proceed with insertion. Okay, so first thing to do is alamin natin kung existing yung username or hindi. So we are going to read all the records in our table. Select asterisk from TBL. Okay, I forgot, is the TBL users. Yeah, TBL users where, so ang ina-identify natin is username. Alamin natin kung existing yung username or hindi pa, no? For username is equal to extraction point tayo, extraction of data from the text box, no, na i-compare natin. So for username is equal to yung pangalan ng text box kung saan natin i-compare, ito yon. So that is txt username. Okay, txt username.text. Okay, ayan siya. Then i-execute natin to. Execute is the query. Then kapag select, ano ulit ito? Second parameter false, diba? Yan. Then tanungin natin si RD kung meron bang record na nabasa from that query. If RD.read, ibig sabihin, for example, select asterisk from table users where username is equal to, ang tinype natin dito sa text box na to is Daniel. Okay, so meron bang existing record dito? Meron. Okay, ibig sabihin merong mababasa si RD. Okay, therefore kung meron siyang mabasa, kung merong existing record, we will display a message box, okay, telling the user, the end user, that username already exists. Okay, please check your entry, I should say. Then make it critical para may warning siya, no? Ayan. Then we will try to highlight. I-highlight natin yung text box na yon. Tawagin lang natin siya txt username dot focus natin. Then txt username dot select all. Select all ibig sabihin kung ano man yung type mo doon, i-highlight niya. Okay, then ready for you to type. Kahit wag mo nang i-delete. Ayan. So that's the first trapping. Pangalawa, mag-else if tayo. Yung mismatch ng password, no? So yung confirmation. Madali lang to. Kumbaga comparison of text box lang. Else if txt keyword the text is not equal. Not equal is lesser than, greater than symbol na magkaharap, no? Is not equal to the content of txt confirm. Okay, kung hindi daw sila magkaparehas. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, mag-message box tayo. Sabihin lang natin password mismatch. Ayan. Then make it critical also. That's the second trap or second thing to consider. Okay, at ang pangatlo is wala dapat sa mga required fields ang empty. Ano ba yung mga required fields? Siyempre, yung username, yung password. Okay, yung confirm, automatic naman na kung nilagyan mo yung text box na password, hindi mo nilagyan yung confirm, automatic ito naman yung babasahin niya. Mismatch naman siya. Diba? And all others, and all other data like first name, last name, except for middle name because there are people or person or individuals na wala talagang middle name dun sa PSA certificate nila. Okay. So, ano yung mga required fields? txt username, di ba? txt username that text is equal to empty or kasi maraming conditions, pero kung isa sa mga to ang true, automatic na merong message, di ba? Else if txt password keyword the text is equal to empty or txt first name the text is equal to empty or txt last name the text is equal to empty. Okay, then message box ulit, sabihin natin empty fields or box, empty field or box detected. Yeah. Then please check your entries like that. Then make it critical also para maging warning lahat. And then kung wala sa mga yan ang magiging true, kung wala sa mga conditions na to, unang condition to check the duplication of record. Pangalawang condition, password mismatch. Pangatlo, empty fields. Kung wala sa mga yan ang true, automatically alam natin na sa else part siya pupunta. Okay? At sa else part, dito po natin ngayon i-code yung pag-insert natin ng record. Okay? Diyan po natin siya ilalagay. So, you can go back to your lesson proper on how to formulate insert statement. So, napakadali lang. Basta alam natin yung syntax, no? So, ang gawin lang natin dito is SQL is equal to insert into pangalan ng table, tbl, users, then values. Values, ano ba yung mga values natin? This is short method, no? Okay, this is short method of inserting. Okay, so kapag ginamit mo tong short method, immediately you should follow the sequence of field name or column in your table. So ang unang i-insertan mo, yung username, skip on this because this is auto number. Naka-identity column kasi siya. Okay, start tayo ng username, password, lname, first name, middle name, then of course last is the full name. So how many data do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we should insert 6 values separated by comma. Okay, so unang value is galing sa text box na username, diba? Okay, then tuturo ko sa inyo yung tuturo ko yung pag-break ng line para hindi masyadong mahaba. Okay, you can make use of underscore. Okay, one statement siya in Visual Basic, but it may consist of 2 or more lines. Okay, kaya lang it will be break with an underscore. That's the rule in Visual Basic, no? Insert into TBL values. Okay, unang value is username, pangalawa is password. Password is or will be typed on the text box txt pword dot text. Okay, so wag nyo pa rin kakalimutan yung extraction point natin. Single quote, double quote, space, ampersand, space, pangalan ng text box kung saan ka kukuha ng data, space ulit, partner nung nauna rito. Okay, so ito yung closing nung ampersand, closing ng double quote, closing ng single quote. So kapag niran natin to, ang maiwan lang ay yung single quote to and close the data that you type on this text box. Okay, then ampersand, yan. So ang gawin na lang dito, copy paste na lang. Ito yung ginagawa ko. Paste mo lang siya, then ano yung susunod na data? First name, di ba? First name ba? L name. So you should call the text box that holds the last name followed by first name. Then finally paste followed by full name. Middle name. Then finally full name. So we should have how many data that will be inserted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in correct order. Okay? In correct order. Why did we not include the ID? Okay, user ID. Do not insert anymore here because, as we have said, this was designed as an identity and it is considered to be an auto increment. So habang nag-insert tayo, automatic nag-increment lang siya. Okay, so here is our query for inserting a new record. Okay, so this will not be executed unless tawagin natin si exec SQL. Okay, tawagin natin yung SSQL that holds the query, and then the status. Okay, second parameter always become true because our query is not a select statement. That's according to our module kasi. Okay, so we should follow. Then after that, message lang natin na successful yung pag-insert natin. So message box lang tayo. Successfully inserted the new record. Okay, then tawagin lang natin para mag-refresh yung list view natin, no? Nag-insert tayo para mag-refresh yung list view, mapakita agad-agad yung in-insert natin sa list view na to. Ang gawin lang natin is to copy yung code natin doon sa may load statement or load procedure. Ito siya. Okay, basahin lahat yung laman ng table, After inserting, then ilo-load natin sa list view. Ito lang, from ano. Okay, so before I will go to copy this, I'll just show you. Okay, i-run lang natin, then check natin, try natin mag-insert. Okay, mag-add ako type ako ng username, password ko. Okay, then confirm ko. Ayan, then save ko lang siya. So may mali. Ano yung mali? Password mismatch. So very obvious, no? Very obvious na password mismatch siya. So we should ano pa, typean natin yan, parehas yan. Okay, pero wala yung first name. Ayan, empty fields, diba? Empty fields. So kapag pagka-click na okay, magka-cancel siya because mali yung pinaglagyan natin nung code natin sa may save cancel. Okay, so balikan lang natin yung save natin. Ang paglalagyan dapat ng save cancel is doon sa successful insertion lang, huwag sa labas ng if statement natin. Okay, ulit. So nakita nyo na yung dalawang trapping, isa na lang, no? Try natin yung duplication of username. So there should have no duplication of username. Ayan, okay naman lahat. Password match naman, may laman lahat. Pero dapat chine-check natin yung availability of the record para walang duplication, because that's one of the major function of DBMS, no, to avoid data redundancy. So dapat i-avoid po natin yon. Yan. Okay, so pansin nyo, pagka-cancel ko wala na yung save cancel kasi tama na yung pinaglagyan natin ng save cancel natin. Okay, so try lang natin. Gawin nating Dane, no? So save natin ngayon. Ayan, successfully inserted sabi. Pagka okay mo, wala naman dyan sa list view. But in reality, andun na siya sa table. Okay, i-execute lang natin. Andun na siya. Meron ng pangatlong record. Pero dito wala, no? Kasi hindi nag-refresh yung list view natin. So we should refresh this. Okay? So close lang natin, try lang natin ulit. Meron na. Pero dapat pagka-save, automatic meron na dapat dito. Kahit wag mo nang i-close din open. So what we're going to do only, guys, is you're going to code, as I've said. Kopyahin nyo lang yung pang-refresh ng list view. Ito, yung nasa form load. Yung nasa load event ng form. Okay? Copy the 3 lines here and then put it below the message box, successfully inserted. Okay, so ang gamit nito, guys, is para i-refresh lang yung list view, so that upon saving, then just after the message box, pagka okay mo ng message box, automatic magre-refresh yung list view. Okay, by simply reading again the content of the table. So ibig sabihin na insert na siya. Then after that, load mo siya sa list view. Okay? So we are done with add. Yan na po yung code natin ng add. Medyo mahaba-haba, no? Okay? Then next, of course, na code natin yung update. Yung update natin. Okay? So yung pag-update natin is just simply we are going to change or modify whatever changes we make on this record being selected. Okay, so ang coding nun, ilagay lang natin sa may else, sa else part. Yung else na to, yun yung else nung if condition, outer if condition natin. So kung hindi add new record ang title ng form natin, automatically punta siya sa else part. Sorry. So dito we'll just simply executing any statement, update tbl users set. Yan lang naman. Set means ano yung mga possible columns na papalitan mo. So ibig sabihin, all of these columns are possible to be updated, diba? Pwede lahat dyan papalitan. Palitan ko nga yung username ko, palitan ko nga yung password ko. Nagkamali ako ng typing sa last name, dapat ganito. Mga ganon scenario, diba? So all of them are possible, or all fields in our table except for your primary key are possible to be updated. So unahin natin, set username is the column name is equal to ganun din extraction para makuha mo yung laman ng table ng text box. I should say username.text. Kakat ko siya. Okay, then ano ba aside from username? Pangalawa is, so yung two or more changes you make in a table, just separate it with comma. Ganun din sa may insert, no? All values to be inserted are separated with comma. So aside from username, next is password. Password is equal to, sa ang text box tayo kukuha ng password, doon sa may txt pword.text. Okay, so ganun din, copy paste ko ulit to para hindi tayo mahirapan mag-type. Okay, so just after password, anong susunod na possible na i-change? Lname followed by Fname. Lname, so this is txt lname. Next, paste ko ulit, this is Fname, the text box is Fname. Next, this is Mname. Tama? Yan, Mname. Then lastly, full name. So this is Mname. Then lastly, last change natin to, full name. That is txt full name. Okay, so may katuloy to, no? Kung wala kang ganyan, wala kang word, you are changing all the records. So dapat just after all the changes you set username, password, last name, first name, middle name, full name. Kung tapos na lahat, mag-where ka na, where, ano yung primary key natin, because we know that primary key is very unique, wala pong duplication to na mangyayari. Automatic na yung laman nung text box natin dito, yun yung i-edit natin, and that is the user ID. You know that, diba? Yun yung user ID natin. So where user ID is equal to, ang text box ay txt id dot text. Para maniwala kayo, okay, that is txt id. Okay, so yan. Then i-execute lang natin. Bakit true? Because our statement is not equal to select. Saka lang ito magiging false kapag ang statement natin ay select. Kagaya nito, select, false. Okay, ito insert, kaya true. Get it? And after that, sabihin lang natin dito ulit, message box updated successfully, or baliktad, successfully updated the selected record. Ayan. Then syempre yung pag-refresh ulit natin ng list view, na-update mo nga, okay, successful yung pag-update mo, pero hindi naman nagpakita sa list view, sa list dito. Okay, so ganun ulit yung pag natin, just call this 3 lines. Okay, okay, so let's try to run our code. Let's see if it can update. So nakita nyo kanina, nakapag-add na tayo, natatrap na rin natin yung mga bagay-bagay na kailangan natin i-consider in inserting new record. Okay, so let's try to edit this. I-edit natin. Ayan. Okay, so save natin. Successfully updated the selected record. Ayan na siya, no? Ayan na po siya. So what does it mean? Our save for inserting a new record and updating a record is already functioning. Okay, so going back to the code, so yan po siya. Okay, so palawakin lang natin ito para makita yung buong code natin. Ayan, siya, talagang mahaba siya. Okay, so yan, pasadahan nyo na yung save natin. Ayan, so if ito lang naman yung natin, if else natin, kung add new record yung text ng form, execute all of this insertion. Then medyo mahaba sa insertion kasi meron mga trappings and then you can apply also trappings here later. Paano kung nag-update ka nga pero yung username parehas naman doon sa existing username, so you should still apply this, no? You should still apply this trapping dito sa my update. Okay, just do it. Or you can try to do it in your activity or in your own system or application. Okay, so ano pa yung gusto kong i-discuss dito? Finally, I want to show you the reporting as requested, no? Sa transaction, of course, I cannot discuss already about transaction because this will vary depending on the system you will execute or you will develop. Okay, so it's very hard for me to discuss about transactions already. Okay, it will depend later on the system that you will be developing yung transactions. So ang system mo, for example, is accounting, yung may mga computations ng student account. Of course, it will depend. Okay, kung information system, of course, you're dealing with building queries like sino ba yung mga taga ganito at may age na ganito. Okay, query builder ang tawag natin doon, no? So I think I will skip or I will go directly on reports because yung reporting natin kahit anong system ang i-develop natin, okay, automatic meron siyang user accounts or meron siyang report. Okay, so in reporting, guys, in creating for a report, this will be the last discussion. What you're going to do is you're going to add first for a report form. Okay, mag-add tayo ng report or form intended for displaying that report, no? So by just clicking project menu, then click on add Windows form, no? So form 1, yan siya, Windows form tayo. Just name this as FRM report. Just add. So on your Solution Explorer, you can already have this report or this form, FRM report. Okay, so change mo na lang yung pangalan, report document na lang to. Ito na yung yung mga pwede nating i-print from the system, kapag display mo yung report dito, ready for printing, ready for saving, okay, ready for exporting, okay, yun siya. So this report or this form should always be maximized every now and then. Yung window state nyo dapat naka-maximize, no? Ayan. So every time we show this form, naka-maximize siya. Then just after setting the property, okay, so next thing to do guys is looking at our toolbox. Hanapin nyo lang yung reporting dito, hanapin nyo lang yung printing, reporting I should say. Yan, reporting block or group. Yan. So ang unang ano nyo rito is yung viewer. We should insert first the viewer. Just click on this, then after that pwede nyo i-drag dito, okay. Ayan. So ito po yung viewer natin. The viewer will always fit to the size of your form. Ayan. So naka-maximize din siya. Kaya kung naka-maximize yung form nyo, naka-maximize din yung viewer. Okay. So ang default name for that is Crystal Report Viewer 1. Okay. Then followed by, next thing to do is you're going to insert for a document now. That document will be the document you are going to display. Parang nasa bond paper na siya, na ready for printing na. Okay, so right click lang natin yung report viewer, Crystal Report Viewer, and then create new Crystal Report lang tayo. Okay, again, inulit ko, right click and then create new Crystal Report. So name it as RPT. Say for example, you want to make a report on all the users. Ayan, RPT users, yung pangalan nung report natin. Kasi gusto mong ipakita lahat yung may existing users in your system. Just click OK. Okay, from here just select as blank report. Okay, so here are the different sections of the report. Okay, ito po yung mga different sections ng report natin. So we have the report header, page header. Sa report header guys, this is kapag dito ka naglagay, it is only the first page ang malalagyan ng header. Okay, pero kapag page header, if happens that your report may consist of 2 or more pages, all pages may have this header. Okay, ganun din sa footer, no? Report footer, okay, isang page lang, pero pag page footer, all pages will have that footer. Yung detail section, diyan natin ilalagay yung laman ng table. So whatever content of your table will be dragged here, or whatever fields you want to show from the table in your report, i-drag natin siya sa my details. Kaya nga tinawag siya as details. Okay, whatever details you have in your table, it will be displayed here on the details section. Okay, so una nating i-design yung header natin. So report header na lang tayo maglagay, no? So how to insert for a logo? Paano tayo mag-insert ng image sa report natin? Just right click, insert, and then picture. Okay, so then browse for the picture you want to display, you want to include as logo in your report. Say for example, ito. Ito na lang para mas safe tayo. Ayan, malaki, masyadong malaki, pero pwede po natin i-resize yan. Okay, i-resize nyo lang siya para mumukhang logo talaga siya. Ayan. Then balik lang natin kasi masyadong ayan. Okay, that's your logo already. Then paano maglagay ng heading? Paano maglagay ng heading dito? The heading could be inserted using text object or text box. Yun po yung text box natin. Okay, ulitin natin, right click lang nyo lang, insert, then text object. Ayan siya. Then you can, parang text box na to sa Microsoft Word, no? You can already expand that. Ayan. Then double click nyo lang to type, or you can just right click then edit text object lang. Yung formatting natin sa taas, no? Diyan yung center. If you want to change the font size, you want to make it bold. Okay, for example, Republic of the Philippines, Cagayan State University, Sanchez Mira Campus. Okay, for example, yun yung header natin. Then Office of the Alumni. Ayan. Ayan, so hindi nagkasya yung so you can expand that. Okay, that's your heading. That's your heading. Okay, next, how are we going to connect now? Connect natin yung table natin from here. So ano man yung nilalaman nito, guys, ano man yung nilalaman ng table na to, yun dapat ang ma-display dito sa report na to. So first thing to do, just after designing your heading, your header, okay, you should connect now using this, yung Field Explorer window natin. Okay, just right click this database fields, then select database expert, and then gawa tayo ng bagong connection. Because in this project wala pa tayong nagawa ni isa na connection from the table, from the database going into our report. Okay, so right click lang tayo dito, or create yung connection tayo, I should say. Create yung connection tayo dahil wala pa. Current connection ibig sabihin kung meron ka ng bagong connection, no? Or existing connection. So in here, create yung connection lang tayo. Please take note, guys, that our database is done or created in SQL. So we should select OLEDB. Okay, OLEDB dapat i-select natin. Then these are the different providers of OLEDB. So itong Microsoft Jet 4.0 OLEDB provider, this is for Access Database. So meron naman tayong mga ODBC, Oracle, SQL Server, and then of course yung native client natin for SQL Server. So we will be selecting here. No? So pwede ito OLEDB provider for SQL Server. Pwede rin to, depende sa version ng natin. So pwede to, SQL native client, or you can select this. If you have higher version of SQL Server, like you have SQL Server 2008, 2012 or higher, you can have this one. Okay, so pwede naman to. Just click next. Then yung server natin, please take note, yung laman nito, guys, yung laman nito ay yung laman doon sa may connection natin kapag inopen natin, di ba? Ito, then backslash SQL Express, that's the server name. Yan yung server name natin, backslash then SQL Express. Then user ID, guys, is wala, di ba? Wala ding password. Naka-integrated security tayo. Saan to galing? Dun sa may connection natin. Ito, module. Di ba meron tayo doon? Integrated security is equal to true. Check lang natin. Then anong database natin? Okay, automatic na lalabas dito, guys, yung mga databases na ginawa nyo. Dapat lalabas dito yung database na ginawa nyo. Okay, so ayan. Saan ba dito? Ito yata, DB activity. Yan na po yung connection natin. Okay? So basta tama yung server name nyo, tama yung security. Kung sakali na yung security natin is SQL authentication, of course you need to uncheck this, then type for the username and password. Yun yung security. Pero kapag ito yung ano natin, check mo lang siya. Okay, select for the database, then click next, and then finish. Ayan na po siya. No? Naka-connect na. Naka-connect na yung database natin na DB activity from here going down to our project. So, tables are located under DBO. Ayan, so meron tayong isang table, di ba? TBL users as we have here. Ayan. DB activity with one table, TBL users. Yun din dito. Kasi connected na nga siya. Select that, then next. Ayan. I-ano lang siya, then okay. Then, dito sa my database fields, expand yun na. Diyan na po yung mga column names natin. Ano ba yung mga gusto nyong ipakita sa ano? Siyempre, yung username niya. Okay, drag and drop na lang po ito. Drag and drop. Sa details sa details. Ayan. Then, siyempre, wag natin ipakita yung password because that's very sensitive. Diretso tayo sa last name. First name. Middle name. Then finally, your full name. Ayan. So, pwede rin po nating lakihan yung text box. Then, these are just labels, guys. Labels lang yung mga to. Okay, okay lang na i-edit natin yung mga yan. Huwag lang dito because these are the field names. Kung napansin nyo, habang nag-drag tayo kanina, gumagawa siya ng label for every column. But you can edit that. Okay. Pwede mong i-edit yan. Lakihan lahat. Then, kumpletuhin. Then lastly, full name. Okay, you can also make this as bold. Okay guys, yung rito yung spacing dito, kung gaano kalayo yung spacing dito, ganun din yung spacing nung every record later on. Okay, so dapat maliit lang yung spacing niya. Kung wala ka nilalagay dito, kahit ganyan mo na siya. Okay, so save natin to. So we are done with designing, we are done with connecting our report to our database, then populating our report. Yan siya. Yan na yung laman niya. So whatever content in your table, yun din yung ilalabas dito later kung i-run natin siya. Ngayon, ang next problem natin is how are we going to code in our main form where kapag click natin yung user accounts column na menu na to, automatically lalabas yung report na yon. Okay, so the coding is here. Iko-code po natin siya dito. No? So coding is very simple, 3 lines lang siya. So just watch and learn. So dito tawagin lang natin yung form. FRM report, diba, yung form natin na magpapakita ng report natin. FRM report that crystal report viewer 1 dot report source, yung source niya is FRM report dot RPT users, diba? So yung source nung report natin ay andito sa RPT users. Ayan, ito siya. Okay, na makikita dito sa FRM report, yan siya. Ito yung inad natin, pansin nyo. Okay, so kaya ganun yung code natin dito. Then every now and then, kung gusto mong ipakita FRM report that i-refresh natin. FRM report that crystal report viewer 1 that refresh report lang. Then finally, FRM report that FRM report that show. Okay, or you can make it show dialog. Ayan. So that's the code. Yan lang po yung kasimpleng code niya. Ito lang yung 3 lines na code niya para magpakita ng report. Okay, you wanna check or wanna try? Save lang natin, then run. Wait lang natin, no? So na-click ko na. I-wait lang natin. Okay, that's it. So pansin nyo, yan na yung laman ng table natin. Okay, yan siya. 3 records. 3 records din to. Yan yung heading natin. Ayan. So from here, you can already do whatever you want by simply exporting from this crystal report going to, yan, piliin mo na kung anong type of data or anong type of file you want. Kung crystal report ba siya, kung Adobe Acrobat ba siya, like PDF, Excel, document, yan. So for example, you want to export this as a PDF, yan. So this, ilagay ko siya sa my desktop para makita nyo. Ayan, sample. Then save lang. Automatically guys, it will be exported as PDF, then can be located doon sa my desktop na siya, sample. Okay, pag open mo yan, sample.pdf, that came from your system. Okay, that came from your system to one of the reports. Kung okay na to, just close it. Ayan, medyo mabagal lang yung system unit ko. Ayan, so open na siya. Ano sinasabi dito? Huwag muna. Ayan, guys, so PDF na to. Okay, so let's go back to our code. Yun lang. Basta please follow whatever process or wizard I executed earlier in doing your reporting. So una, yung form, just maximize it, then insert tayo ng crystal report viewer, followed by document, design your document, then connect it to your database, then show whatever you want to show on your report. Okay, then finally guys, in your final project, I want you to complete this. So ituloy nyo na. So whatever activity you have, okay, complete the setup, do the report, then just complete this. Complete nyo na yung about. Dun sa about, dapat andan yung about the system. So alam nyo naman na yung system, kung anong system i-develop nyo. So form na lang din to. Just make a form, then discuss something about the system or the activity or the project you develop. Then the developer, high time for you to highlight yourselves as the developer of a very simple system develop for completing a certain subject, no? Diyan nyo na ilagay yung image nyo, yung ID picture, and other informations you have. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you learned something, okay, for this very informative tutorial. Okay, so stay safe, God bless, and thank you for viewing.